Welcome back to day 7 of Lawcember. Today we're talking about strategies for open or closed note final exams. If you're new here, my name is Ariana. I post all things law school, bar exam, things like that, but today we're talking about finals for law school. If you have an open book exam, you need to prepare all of your materials. We should have an outline, we should have a rule sheet, you should have a template, you should have a attack outline that is a one-page document in order of every single thing that you've discussed in that class, right? You should be tabbing your textbooks if you're able to bring in the federal rules of civil procedure or the federal rules of evidence, right? All of those are tabbed, they are highlighted, they are notated. Everything is really, really detailed because at the end of the day, you're competing with classmates who also have access to all of those materials. And so you need to know where things are at in the materials and how to use those materials to succeed on the exam. Now, if you have a closed book exam, obviously we're not bringing anything into the class, there's nothing to prepare. What I recommend doing is focusing on learning 1% more than the average person in your class, right? You don't need to know every single case, every single, minute detail of the law, right? We're focusing on big picture things and then getting more granular. I think where students get tripped up is they go sub subject by sub subject and focus on learning all of the granular details of that. But at the end of the day, if you know an overarching concept for all things you've discussed in class, then you can go back and focus on the granular details, right? We don't want to get to a point where we know everything about subject matter jurisdiction, but nothing about venue. You need to know a little bit of everything, and then you can focus on fine-tuning to know that 1% more than your classmates to ultimately allow you to succeed on the exam. For both open and closed book exams, you need to practice how you will take the exam. So if you cannot bring any materials into the exam, you should not be using any materials when you're doing practice exams, practice essays, practice multiple choice. If you can bring materials into the exam, you need to be practicing with those materials, whether it's an essay or multiple choice. That is the best way to ensure success on these final exams. Like I said, my name is Ariana. I'm here to post all things about the bar exam and law school. This series is about law school. All things you need to know about law school. We're starting with finals, we'll move into LSAT, things like that. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please like this video, share it with a friend. There will be a giveaway associated with this series, so keep your eye out for details, and I will see you tomorrow for day 7.